information.
Oh, I need information.
Hook me up. They taste good too.
Do they? I'm gonna take one right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Man, my joints hurting right now.
Man, my joints
Literally, will help repair the cells in your body.
Really?
Yeah.
How you doing this morning? Good to see you.
Yeah, so
Good to see you. You guys ready to rock and roll? Are we up? Lens, am I rolling?
Tastes good too.
Is it? Lens, are we rolling? Hey, welcome back into the Bleav here with Lorenzo Neal, and I have two of the men, the myth, and the legend, and I've got a Hall of Famer. I got Andre, the man Reed, and my boy JP here on the Bleav. We're just gonna talk a little sports and talk about what you guys are doing, fellas. Thanks for jumping on the Bleav podcast with your boy. What's going on?
Lo, when it comes to you, there's a lot going on.
Why you going, bro? We having fun. Why you
I know.
Why you
I was
for my double?
thing is,
Look
I was
at
getting
you,
ready to
Where
leave
the
out.
wife there?
I was getting ready to leave out, and I looked to the left, and there you are. I was like, I gotta go talk to him. No, thanks, man, for having me.
Yeah. So, before we get to you, JP, I know you can jump in too, but you just gave me and my boy Joey Porter some,
Celebrate.
Tell us about where we're going with Celebrate.
Let me tell you, man. There's so many different products on the market now. When I came in the league, there were no products. It was just straight aspirin. That's all you took.
Yeah.
So these guys nowadays that are playing the game have every avenue to get better, to play football, to be on the field. This gummy not only tastes good, but I've been taking it for seven months, and 17 years in the league, bro. I've heard still. But these things have alleviated a lot of the joint pain, a lot of muscle pain. They got focus and memory. They got a lot of good stuff in there, and I live by it, man. And that's why I'm here, representing that. Celebrate.
Well, for you to say that, man, because we play golf, you always stayed active, you always stayed in great shape. This Celebrate, it's really that much of a game changer for you?
Yes, it is. And again, everybody can talk about their product and say, "Oh yeah, it just does this for me." But this one is with like 4 NFL teams right now. The Vikings, the Browns, they got 2 other teams. They're starting to branch off into other sports too.
JP, I'm already starting on you.
I
already
ate one. I'm about to eat the second. I don't know how many you can take in a day.
They said take 4. He said I can take all 4 at one time, right?
Yeah, you can take as many as 100 a day. Like a vitamin, you eat out, it actually goes after your cells.
They say
So he's the CEO.
Well, you gotta say
Mike's the CEO out of West Palm Beach.
Well, you didn't say that at first. I'm thinking of gummies. So when I'm thinking of gummies, so
gummies, you was like, I don't want to get in the spirit world.
I'm scared.
Okay, I got you.
I want to be let off the ride.
Hey, man, what you trying to do?
Hey, let me tell you this right now. Y'all gonna be out here. Yo, man, this is called the You Crazy podcast.
Man, hey, I ain't never took 4 gummies.
Well, guess what?
Hey, JP looked at you. Hey, Andre. Trey looked at you like, hey, Porter looked at me. Another one. I already took one.
Hey, man.
I already took one. And I'm like,
you know what they say, bro? They say, welcome to the show.
Hey, Dre, man.
Let me tell you one thing about this guy right here, man. I love the way he played the game.
Me too.
His son too. Can
Play.
play.
Be balling. Ain't scared of nobody. Just like his daddy.
And
I used to try to beat his daddy up. His daddy was like, Low Neal, we ain't doing it. When you get that, we're here all day. We're here all day.
Dude, how low can you go?
Man, that's
how low can you go?
On my phone, his ass is under Low Neal. Like
low
Neal. Because like I was when the fullback started getting out the game, I was like, damn, man, they still got Low Neal. His ass the only fullback that's still on a big fullback. Because all other fullbacks turned into receiving fullbacks, right? But like I'm talking about old school, you played with Sam Gash.
Sam Gash.
You got Low
That
Neal.
him and Sam Gash, I think, from the same mold.
Right.
That's the better version. Sam Gash was just old school, big ass neck roll. You can make Sam Gash miss. Like you can act like you about to hit him and lay him because he's
him,
he was the athletic version.
And wrestling background, baby.
Yes, yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it was. He could stay in front of you.
Low. Can I tell a story?
Oh, go ahead. Drake got story time.
Probably about 10, 15 years ago, we were
Story time with Drake.
And we were in San Diego, and it happened to be Lowe and LaDainian Thompson with 2 other dudes in front of me and my group. So we're playing golf all day, At the end of the round, we go in there, to get a little hot tidies or whatever. So the dude in his group got a hole in one. Man, I ain't leave there till I was in there for 9 hours.
He left his car. JP, he left his car. He didn't want to
left my car in there.
I can be honest with you right now.
My car and my clubs.
I'll tell you the truth. I do not want to be nowhere around when Low Neal's
Dog.
groups get a older one. I know what that is.
Yo, I was looking for my car, looking for my clubs, and couldn't get out the place.
So, of late, what's been coming on the feed of YouTube, they've been showing the old clips of
Pro Bowl.
The Pro Bowl. And they showed the clip of the Pro Bowl where
When
Larry Allen.
When they played the Pro Bowl.
Back. Listen, all this stuff ain't the same. If you ain't in Hawaii, when you get off that plane, you know, with that lace on your neck, it changes your life. Like you know where you went somewhere. Like it was a sense of pride to where when you made the Pro Bowl, people wasn't quick to give that pass up like they give this pass up to Orlando. No, you taking your family and you about to enjoy this week in Iolani, and as soon as you get off the plane, ain't nothing like the smell of that fresh flour.
And you're going to another island for another week.
Talk about it. So they've been showing clips of that. So back when we was in there, mid-low, at the pool party, start off drinking at the pool, talking, who can out drink who? You know that. That's how the conversation started, right?
Jay, you already started laughing. Jay,
Let me write that down.
Yeah,
Who can out drink who?
So because I was at once, we talking crazy. So we end up going down to Waikiki like we do. We got it in. Mind you, on the way back home, there was a lot of throwing up by me, passed out. And then we had that bench press competition in the morning. So we're like, damn, man, we got to go pick up this check. So we got to go in here and compete. We already thinking nobody has a chance to win it because Larry Allen is over there. He's about to probably do it 50 times. We put up good numbers, and people don't believe what we did the night before. So I be telling people, like, man,
God, Hercules or something.
we were built different. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel good about how I can drink and get up and go handle it. But Low felt the same way. His ass, he put one on me tonight.
Let me
I
ask
put
you
him
something.
to sleep.
Let me ask you something, Jared, Joey. What's different about these kids now? If you had to, 2 words, what's different about these kids in the last 15 years?
For me, I just think the disconnect with the veterans, like when we came in, I could just like, because y'all played against everybody I'm about to talk about. My nose tackle was Joel Steve. My center was Lamont Dawson. I had Nolan Harrison. I had older Levon Kirk, my middle linebacker. You know what I mean? I got real vets that's telling me this is how I go, young fella. My first day of minicamp OTAs. Chris Odom, CO, OG CO, where you at?
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, young fella, man, you got to run off the field, man. Don't never walk." Something like that. So I never walked on the football field again. This is just an OTA practice. But how the vets take young guys in and show you these young guys come in now and they want to run it instead of listening to how it's a reason.
Entitlement.
Man, it's
instead
crazy.
of empowerment.
It's crazy. They don't want to work for what. I just feel like as long as the vet is being a veteran, like, because you got to look at it, when you come in, ain't no rookie, no second-year player about to tell us about nothing how you doing it. You're about to get in with us and do it how we do it. When you was the head receiver in your room, it's you and all the guys in there. Ain't no rookie about to come in there and say,
Dictate.
or dictate, or run a lazy route and think it ain't a repercussion. So, we have changes where you keep track of MEs, misassignments,
Right.
and you got to pay the fine at the end of the week. That rule was put in by design by the older guys to make sure we know who's messing up, and you got to pay that fine because you got to be held accountable.
It's called accountability.
That's it.
And I think the young kids, they know what that means, but with all that's around them, the world now we live in, accountability goes out the window.
Why you say that, though?
And it's about me, just me.
No, I agree.
It's
50, about me.
It's 53
Their-
individual
their-
contracts.
Their team, they are the definition of I and P.
Yep. I believe it.
They are.
No, but you guys are hitting it right on it because what's changed is because of society we lived in. You got NIA. Look what NIL. Look what they're doing to high school. Look what they're doing to college. But it's a trickle down effect, and now you're losing the competitive edge. Not that guys aren't trying, but they don't know what it's like to struggle. You come in making. Kids are now coming in already a million.
No, it's just the bottom line. It's just training camp.
Right.
Training camp was hard.
But
2 or 3 times a day.
And I understand, but this is what I'm saying even about the money. The money doesn't matter. If they
Right.
have the money, right?
Right.
You come in as a rookie because you got to think y'all came in from the old school. When the rookie came in, he was the highest player on the team and didn't even play yet.
Right.
So y'all been dealing with that. So that ain't the problem. But that same rookie that was about to fucking make $7 million, it was this guy.
Right.
He had to do what every vet told him to do.
Carry him
Just because you was a rookie, you don't do no veteran stuff. You're a rookie.
Yeah.
You gonna go buy the donuts.
I don't think the vets, because there's not a lot of vets on teams anyway. It's not really you're like 7 guys that have played 5 or more years. You think there's teams like have 7 guys on their team that played 5 or more years?
Yeah.
5 to 10.
Well, you're still gonna
Maybe
have
5 years, but not like 9 or 10.
It's hard for a vet to get to any team where it'd be 13 years and 12 years. But at the same time, if you're a vet, somebody told you something. You came in as a vet.
Of course.
You have to pass that.
Pass it. Yeah.
They're not
We had a
passing.
They're not
receiver,
passing. Yeah.
Jerry Butler was like,
Who was your OG when you came in as a rookie? Who was the lead
On our
receiver?
team?
Who's the lead receiver in there?
it was Jerry Butler. So I watched Jerry Butler do everything.
And then Moles watch you.
Moles watched me.
Everybody, because I played with everybody that came in, followed how you worked. Tasker,
Watch me.
everybody else followed the
Watch
lead,
me.
right? And then when y'all left, whoever's the
But
last
is there a
receiver-
progression like that now? You mean if you were like a fly on the wall and you went from the meetings to the practice field? I don't know if there's that respect.
Mhm.
I don't know if that respect is there anymore.
and that's where you lost it. Because when the vet,
How did it get lost?
how you don't respect the vet?
Do you think it's the
It's
coaching
called,
ain't
it's called
Definitely that.
They're individualized.
But even if you individualize, right? Let's say that they believe in themselves so much as a vet. So I'm on the team, or if I'm a coach, I'm on the team, and I'm in year 10, year whatever. We get a young guy that's going to help us. I'm going to pour into him. I'm showing how we practice, showing what time you need to get here. I'm
Yeah,
telling you everything.
I had to do that. That was
That's
part of my job.
But you wanted to do it. That's part of your
what I'm
job. Right.
So when the vet don't want to do that no more because he just like, well, I'm not about to stick
Like,
around.
why
and do
should
it.
I have to?
It's over. What we talking about? Who, if you don't want to do what somebody did to you, you don't want to pass that on. Everybody that came in at some point in time had somebody take you on the wing and show you the ropes, and the person that don't want to pass that baton is selfish because you had somebody look out for you and show you. Wait, I came in as a rookie. I learned everything from my big brothers.
And
I
then-
came in
and
there.
then-
I didn't come in there acting like I knew nothing. I did what they told me to do. I had good vets and I know what was going to tell me the right thing to do. Like, man, so Coach Cowher had pop-up questions on game day. He'll ask you, he'll give us like top run that Buffalo's going to do, right? Going to run a power or the lead or this. Get in there Saturday night before the game. He's going to have that pop-up question. The young guys wasn't taking down the notes on Wednesday meeting, on Wednesday meeting, right?
So
So
this is
Saturday.
Saturday
So
night.
you already know. If he calls on you
On
ask
Saturday, you ain't
questions Saturday,
prepared.
You about to cancel Christmas?
Hey, it's like you feel like you're gonna get cut.
Right.
You remember the fear we
Oh,
had?
the-
I mean, I'm talking about
Getting on the board and you stuttered. Come up here.
And my vet JG had the book sitting right there, so I can see the notes too. Because you want to make sure that if
you're
like,
okay.
you don't want your position to get called and be prepared. That affected the whole position, right? Right. Because we looking at now we gotta hear this shit. He about to trip.
But let's
Think
wrap
about that.
all this around and say, you know what? The mental part of the game is where you win most of the time. Physically, yes.
Right.
You got to be this, do that. But just look at the way to get the Chiefs this year won with coaching more than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Andy Reid just out-coached people.
He definitely was on the stage.
So I think players now, are they asking for more from the coaches? Or are they, like you said just a minute ago, they're going here doing their own thing and not really like taking that into consideration? I think it's a little bit of both.
So you
Because they
think
want to be individualized, but when something goes wrong, they don't want to take any blame for it. They think it's the front office or the coaches or this or that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
do you guys believe when you're looking at we're talking about this and kind of getting into the game this week, the Super Bowl, talking about both these two teams. So do you guys think that Andy Reid is more of a leader of his team than Sirianni is of his team? What
No,
I don't think he's that.
I don't think anything we talking about
compared to
affects
these two?
two teams.
No.
These are the two teams that got it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they're here. You ain't hearing nothing out of coming from the camps. Like you had the one little peep where
every
during the
receiver want to
middle of
play.
the
You
year-
just want every receiver wants the ball.
That's
during-
not even worth,
But
right?
then
Bring it
during,
up.
then during the middle of the year, Sirianni kind of felt like he lost the team a little bit.
Because, you know
You know what I mean?
He had a little break. He had a
play
little,
receiver.
and he had a little break
You know how
there.
that goes.
Yeah.
Like go 3 games in a row, you can call 2 rocks in 3 games straight.
Okay.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
said, "Okay." Dre said, "Okay."
It's gonna get a different drink. You gonna be a little salty, but they ain't gonna play with
Let's
you
see
like
how
that.
many wins we got.
So they never play with you like that.
No.
They know to feed the beast.
No, they never
You
would.
know what I'm saying?
He said they never would. He said they
Why
never.
would we?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is
Right.
Tecmo Bowl he been killing. Like this, and,
God,
right?
yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
And he had plays on there was unstoppable on Tecmo Bowl.
Oh,
So
look at this
yes,
right
they're
here.
going
Could that dude
Hey, the next lights in guy's coming in.
Man, all my OGs.
How many times have you been mistaken for Rod
All
Woodson
my
today?
OGs is pulling up.
I've been called Rod Woodson about 10 times. all light-skinned people.
He said all
Right,
like skin. He was like, "Oh my
Hey.
God."
Hey, man, appreciate you guys having me.
Man, always.
No
brother.
worries,
Love.
no worries, dog. Appreciate it, bro.
Get on
Give us-
here.
Give me a prediction real quick before you get out of here.
I don't predict. I want
got
the
you.
team in the green to win for sure.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't want no score. The team in the green to win.
JP, man.
Hey.
Love you, boy. Be
Love,
good.
man.
Appreciate you,
Love
bro.
you.
Yeah. But
One
no,
light-skinned leaves, the other one comes in.
hey, that one right there, that's your boy. Now, now he was bad to look out for you?
Yeah, so I just missed Woodson, but the thing about Pittsburgh, you don't have to actually play with them to be what it's supposed to be.
What's up, brother? Oh, man, slow motion. Slow down,
Tell
man.
me.
Give him some dummies. Come sit down. We got another Hall of Famer, Rod Woodson.
One kill can kill is this campaign.
Oh, he was scared to death. JP thought he was going to be in the spirit world. It's like, what does he give him?
And they was talking about taking all 4.
Okay, that's fine. You can go.
You
Yeah.
gotta listen to the words.
No, I got you.
Not everyone's
Yeah.
He give us a high five.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This Hall of Fame.
Information recovery.
Information recovery.
I already took 4.
I ain't doing nothing to recover.
Shoot. Are you working
out.
How's the golf game going?
I gotta hold the mic.
Yeah, you gotta hear that. Yeah. Oh, you get close. Oh, yeah. Man, what was I doing holding the stand? I seen.
Rod showed you the way to do it.
Well, I just not seen OG Reed when he grabbed the whole thing, so I had the whole thing. And then Ron come over here like, man, what are we doing? Why are we holding the podium?
He grabbed the whole
Like,
mic.
hold on, like one of the preachers, man. You know, Mama Baptist preachers. I mean, hold on, Mike. Man, dude, so y'all missed each other. So you just left the Steelers when JP came in.
Yeah, I barely missed him, but I didn't miss him because, like I said before, when we play at Pittsburgh, it's
Legend.
it don't stop.
Right.
I played with G. Lloyd and didn't play with G. Lloyd. I played with Kevin Green and never played with Kevin Green. I feel like I play with all of them guys because when I would see them, we would have a conversation if we shared the same field.
What is it about the Steelers, that organization, when you talk about the brotherly, what you guys talking about, that brother camaraderie, what you guys feel that you're saying?
Man, it's that culture that they built from years ago. I'm talking about Chuck Noll, right?
Oh.
When I first got there, I remember sitting in the locker room and Mel Blunt walked in.
Mel Blunt.
And I'm like, and I like stood up like a little kid, like, oh man, like Mel Blunt.
That's me.
And then Mean Joe Green.
Yeah.
Mean Joe Green was coaching.
Oh, Joe Green was coaching when you was.
Dude, Mean Joe Green.
How was that?
Hey, I wasn't in his room,
But
but I could hear him in
practice-
his room. Dude, our room was here, and the deep line room was right here. No, you could hear projectors being thrown up in that joke.
Oh,
He was throwing up against the wall.
and dude still scared him, right? What
Yeah.
He
He
got
was
done
like,
playing. It's Mean Joe Green.
No,
It's not. Yeah.
I tell you, I was.
Can I have your soda, Mr. Green?
Mean Joe,
Remember the commercial?
Mean Joe scared me, man. Look, I was late. We had a afternoon practice on Saturday, so I was out drinking. My girlfriend at the time we didn't have no cell phone. So I took the landline, took it off. So nobody could call me. And then, dude, I hear doom, 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 doom at my door. I jump up. I look at the clock. I'm like,
What do you mean? Like how late? What is late?
oh
man,
I missed the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
a couple hours.
oh.
Dude,
shut the front door. I would have shut the front door.
I opened the door. He said, "Get your mother effing beep to the office." I'm like, "What?"
Think about that.
No,
The person
I ain't never heard that, dog.
But the person they send to go pick you up is
Mean Joe Green.
Everybody on the staff, you can't send me.
Go get it.
Hey, I know one thing. I was never late again.
Never.
So what we was talking
Was
about?
that the day before the game?
No,
Okay,
it was
Friday,
off.
but it was still don't like
Still.
you know how it is. The biggest thing on that he told the story that for me that I don't think they have no more. It's like when we're late, we feel like we lost our wallet or something. Like, we'd be really scared, like, because it was the fear of like, man, what's about to happen?
Right. Hey, I know you got to go Hall of Famer, man. I appreciate you jumping on. What you got? Do you have a prediction, or you just think what for this game?
I got 23-21 Eagles.
Okay, drop the mic.
In Pennsylvania?
Keep it in Pennsylvania. You know,
Man,
But when you when you
kind of red and white anyway.
so like you hear how he talk, right?
right. That would be crazy.
But-
Mean Joe,
So-
come to your house, bro.
So take
Bruh.
that right there is crazy in itself, right?
Crazy.
But what's even like it's only been 3 coaches in the Steelers
Organization,
right?
Right.
Everything that we did started with Chuck Noll.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
He had carryover from Chuck
Chuck
Noll
Noll.
to Coward.
Right.
Our
Right.
Coward carryover, then was still some Chuck Noll coaches, players
Right.
that were still teaching what they knew from then to us.
Right.
And we were running the same, like so in the linebacker room, just to say how it went when I was a rookie. LeVon Kirkland was obviously the captain. Jason Gilden had the books. Jason Gilden would write down the chingages. So if you had a ME,
Yeah.
check mark, misassignment, check mark, loaf, check mark. These are all things that we had on there. And we never wanted to be the guy that had a whole lot of them,
Right.
right?
Right.
I mean, you ain't in your playbook. You showing your veterans that you ain't been studying.
Right.
And they all trying to pour into you, but at some point in time,
They like,
they
he
go-
ain't want it. He don't want it.
Get
He
rid
don't
of
get rid.
he ain't. We're helping him
He ain't
every
coach.
day.
He ain't coachable.
Well, helping him every day don't mean enough to him to get it right. Not to get it right, to study. Like you can't still be going out partying and coming
Right.
back. You can't run tight with me 2 busters. Our first defense that we put in.
Did they have a enough sphere of influence on the coaches that you saw guys like this dude getting ready to get out of here? The veteran linebackers.
I was scared of Coach Albert was the head of where starts and stops.
Yeah, of course.
But LeVon had control if you're going to be on his defensive field or not. I kept getting upfield too much. It wouldn't take the corner and spill the power when he's coming.
Right.
I'm killing him. As soon as I miss, he's already like nervous, trying to hurry him, trying to fix it. But I done ran up the field too fast.
Right.
So all I'm gonna do is turn around and chase
chase,
run
and
as
chase.
hard as
Yeah.
I can.
You're like,
to
oh,
help him.
and the whole time you're like, God dog. You was more worried about him than the play. You're like, God dog, Big
When you
Kirk.
turn around and you see Big Kirk, 275, 280 pounds,
Man.
with his arms straight down, breathing.
I already know.
And
I
I just walked to the sideline myself because he already pointing, like get off my field. And then in the break, so in the middle of the practice, in the middle of that series, he'll be over there telling County, don't put his ass back in there if you don't know what the hell he's doing.
Kirk would be going down like that. So you just and it put that pressure on you.
So what put the
pressure on you.
If my captain is talking to my DC and the head coach of like, don't put his ass out there if you don't know what he's doing.
That's a problem.
Man, it's he ain't said nothing wrong.
But it meant something to you though.
He ain't
But
said nothing wrong. Is why he's so right. Like it don't bother me that how he said it or how he's doing it. He's right.
isn't it crazy though, bro? But it made you as a person. You said, man, I'm letting my boys down. It wasn't like you missed it. It's just like, dude, I can't be that weak link.
And then after that, it's like, as a man, you don't never want to walk into to watch film.
Man,
And watching this stuff, you know,
now that part.
That's it. Like if
part.
you love balls, you never want to be the person who's watching the film and you just get dogged with and people used to be. No, I'm not trying to go to the restroom on your play.
Bro.
Don't try and do nothing. Has to get antsy. I'm watching grown men just
I already know.
turning in their seat because they don't even really want to look at it when the play about to come up.
I hated being. That's what I took so much pride in that, bro. That you was gonna go to film. I already knew the plays. The night I knew the play, and I said,
Talk to me. Talk to me. See,
I said, I missed him, man. Joe
Talk
P.
to me.
I let Joe P. slip me on that, and he hit LT, and I felt bad, and I'll have to look at LT and say, man, my bad. That's what drove me when I knew that 21 or 27 Eddie George or Corey Dillon, when I was bleeding for them dudes, and if I knew my guy got the tackle, man, you know I was sick.
Yeah.
Like I can remember every time a guy that I was supposed to block end up getting my in tackling, dude, and I'm like, and I go in the film and people looking, and I'm like, man, as I walk on the field and I tell them I'm the world's greatest. JP, so you know, and what happened, you know, and players and coaches, bro, but you know they be adding that. Oh, what happened? I mean, I had the coaches and players. So
you know what's good with that? You know why they can say that? Because they know they go get 110 out of you every time. So I can throw it back at him, miss once.
Right.
That keeps him human.
It does.
It ain't like you got a gang of these plays every day.
Right.
You ain't gonna be. You the world greatest if you're doing this all the time.
That part.
That's why we can count the mistakes you make on your hand. You come out of the game, you play 65 snaps. Okay, we got you 4.
Right. That part. Yeah. So
I'm betting 90.
right. That's and that's
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
I'm about to have when I'm going against whoever left tackle. We're about to have 65 snaps.
Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm about to win 58.
Oh, yeah.
In my mind, so I'm telling
Of course.
myself I'm gonna win the majority of these reps.
And that's what was so crazy. Like when I knew I was playing against you guys, I knew me and you was boys, but I knew what I was getting.
Come on now.
I knew when I played against Jesse Tuggle, I knew with the certain guys I'm playing, I'm like, man, that's my guy. But I know we're gonna laugh, but I know he's trying to take my head on that field. JP, you would be like, I'm gonna get you. And it was like, and I'm trying to get you trying to get me, but we go afterwards, man.
I remember the sounds you make when you know you got. You be like, oh,
yeah.
that is.
Hey, you're like, get on me. You're like, get on me, Lord. Get on me. Hey, man, but it was so much fun. But you talk about the tradition that you guys had and still, you know, talking about the coaches. Why is it that you see so many people want change when you see Coach Tomlin, what he's done, playoff? And I know that people want Super Bowls, but where do you go when you're trying to run someone out there and you see what they've done?
He's just in a great position, to be honest, because he plays for a franchise. Just look at the history. We had 3 coaches ever. So like, we don't have change. We don't. It's not a merry-go-round over there where you're going to have a new coach every 2 or 3 years. They've done it. It's 3 coaches in all those years. That ain't by accident. So what? That we are spoiled and we want to win championships. We got 6. So even if he wins 15 games, he gets all the way to the AFC Championship or gets to the Super Bowl and loses, they're still mad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't win, they're mad. So if you go to the playoffs, you get bounced in the first round. They're going to be the same mad as you get all the way to the AFC Championship and lose. They're going to be the same mad if you get to the Super Bowl and lose. You don't get no brownie points for winning the playoff game in Pittsburgh.
Wow.
I'm just going to be honest.
Right.
We cry about when we don't win one, but if you win one and lose the next game, they're still the same mad.
Okay. So what, in your opinion, when you look at this Steelers team, what are they missing? Is it the quarterback? Is it a receiver? Because you up close, your son playing there, doing a hell of a job. He locked down corner. What is the Steelers? Because they seem like they're right there. What is missing to you?
Now, this is just me.
Just you, not
and I really don't like to try and judge it so much because, first of all, I'm not around the team as much as people think I am because my son is.
Of course not.
I fall back.
Of course not.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
I
You
go
got
to
to.
games.
You
I'm not.
can't be in there.
Now, if I was sitting around there, going down there to the facility 2 or 3 times a week, bonding with the guys, watching film and seeing it, I have a way better opinion to tell you what I really see. I'm showing up on game day like everybody else and watching the game on Sunday. And that doesn't necessarily tell you everything.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and so from that standpoint, when I look at it, I'm like, our togetherness can be better. 100% sure, because this is the first year that we ever had anybody defense making comments about, well, this person got to do that. Like, that's not a Pittsburgh way. We don't
point the finger.
Never. Like we didn't gave up some games on defense where we didn't like it, but ESPN will never know who we were mad at.
Right.
That
Right.
we don't rock like that. We fight
Keep
so
it
hard,
in-house.
and we fight so hard for each other, to where I can tell you in front of my whole team, like, hey man, you gotta get over there and do this, and then we're gonna go back to practice. That's what it's gonna be. So the leadership a little bit has changed. You gotta think, like, Love Cam, he's the captain. TJ's the captain too. You know what I'm saying? These are two leaders in Miko on defense.
Getting older.
Yeah, but still playing. Cam's playing good ball.
Cam played one of
The
his best
difference is,
years.
so like now we
Yeah.
we got we picked up a linebacker from Baltimore. Plays real good for us.
Right.
What's different about that is, like, we've never really outsourced. We've never really in Pittsburgh paid outside help on defensive players.
Right.
It's a reason.
It's
for
all
that.
been homegrown.
It's all home. It's a reason for that.
Right.
Because it's hard for us to pay somebody, and then you about to come and tell us how we do stuff over here. You just got it. We've been doing this shit forever, man. Like the time I played, Joe Hayden was the biggest free agent on defense that we've ever had when I was coaching, and then we just now got Queen from Baltimore, and it's like we don't outsource a middle linebacker ever, because we always raise that guy. Right. Now, when you outsource a middle linebacker, it's going to be. They have to have the voice. He's the highest paid middle linebacker we got on the team. He ain't going to say nothing. Right. But it's different. Right. Because you just got here and you came from the enemy.
And you calling people out. We don't work like that.
That's not our thing.
Culture.
And it's not even that.
It's not his fault.
It's not even that he called somebody else. He's put in a position that we don't have that position. We never bought that position.
Understood.
We've always, it's 3/4 Pittsburgh. Linebacker.
No,
we don't buy linebackers.
No question.
We raise them.
No question.
We've never bought a linebacker. We raise them every time. If you go in the history of Pittsburgh, that's probably the highest linebacker we've ever picked up in a vet. Like, we just don't buy linebackers.
Right.
We raise them.
I get it. I get it.
It was different. Now, did we need it? Yeah, we need it. But that's going to change some dynamic a little bit, because the outside linebackers and the middle linebackers aren't in the same room, but they're all in the same staff. It's just a little different. I'm not saying it can't work, because it's working. We played good, got 10 games, and he's going to get better.
What is Tom? Is he a guy? How does he coach it when a guy steps out like that, or when individuals say, "Look, we need to get better here"? Does he welcome that, or is he more, "Hey guys, let's just keep it between ourselves. I'll do if that needs to be done. Let me do it." How does he rock?
Coach T handles everything. Like he's going to.
I'm the last final word.
Yes, he can handle the chaotic. None of that shit bothers him.
Right.
Like, he's smooth.
Right.
Like
he is.
He don't care. He'll let people think everything's going crazy. Man, he ain't gonna blink an eye. And he really not gonna blink an eye. Like, he's comfortable on how he's gonna do it, and he's good at what he do.
What makes him a great coach? Because in your opinion, what makes him great? Because I think he's an elite coach. If you look at Harbaugh and him, they always gonna get you. They always gonna have a tough. You're always gonna be tough. Mm-hmm. Always gonna be physical. Always gonna be like, man, I gotta play the Steelers thing. Always gotta play.
And I think for me, there's only one game, but it was the last game that we just wasn't physical. So for us, hey, still, that's the first time that we just felt like that. Like, damn, man, what happened to, like, 300 yards? That hurt.
Right.
I'm still a little sick about that. I told my son I took that 300 yards with you. Like that one hurt. Like, we both got hit for 300 yards. But I mean, that was one game. But over the totality of what we do on defense, we got a real good defense. And I'm not even saying that anything that we do wrong with defense. You just ask me some questions of what I see is different and change. Like, we raise our own linebackers. We don't buy defensive players. Mm-hmm. We got Minka, Joe Hayden, and Queen.
Sure.
And I'm talking back all the way back to, no matter if you go all the way back to the 95, you're not going to find, I don't know, I may be tripping, but I can't think of no off season.
It was Ferrier, wouldn't he?
Yeah, we got Potsy, but when we got Potsy,
he was young.
No, we got Potsy.
Yeah, Potsy was.
Yeah, so we didn't pay for Potsy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't give Potsy no big contract when we got it.
Got you.
I'm saying like we didn't owe Potsy no big old crazy contract when we got Potsy. Posse wasn't working out for them in the Jets. He got traded over there to us, and he found the best place. It was a match made in heaven.
Right.
We needed him,
Right.
but and when he got there, it wasn't like he was coming to save us.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had.
He knew his role. He got in.
Man, he looked got in and ended up being one of the best middle linebackers to play for us. But when we went and got him, we still had Foot, we still had Kendrell, we still had Earl.
Right.
We just got rid of Earl, so we still had some linebackers that we raised.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was our guys that we raised. So when we got Pot, like we didn't go out there and say, Pot, we need you to come over here and be a linebacker. We got $50 million for you to come over here.
Got you.
That didn't happen like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Until
He didn't even start right away. Like he had to learn the defense, do everything, but then Posse did what he did. Posse's a dog.
right.
But like I'm saying, of late, we've been outsourcing. I think when you outsource, it always changes.
It does. It changes the chemistry, the dynamics. No question. I talking about this kind of positions. I look at like we played against each other. We have mutual respect for them. Why don't you think you get to just do that? They talk about linebackers. We talk about linebackers, what you brought to the game, the physicalities, the Pro Bowl, the All-Decade team, Joey Porter, all the way that you played the game, reckless and abandoned, but under control. You could cover, you could run, you could hit, you do all those things. You could take on a tackle, you could stop the power. Why no Hall of Fame? Why, in your opinion? Because what's the biggest thing missing? What do you think that when you look at your career?
Well, for me, I just think that for one, with social media being what it is, I've never had it. So like, I don't sell myself in that light, right? I don't have to tell you how good I was or what I did. I know what I was and the people I played against you know what it was when I did it. All-decade teams don't come by accident.
Exactly.
I mean, that means
consistency
for a decade.
Right.
Been consistently all those football players that played. They only picked 6, right? For you to make that top 6 in a decade, that already says what it is. Now, in Pittsburgh, when I left to Miami for 3 years and went to Arizona, I don't know how I got lost in the shuffle of all of it, because it's almost to a point where I'll be fine with it, and then sometimes I'll just be thinking like, I get it. Do they act like
who was that? Boo Boo the Clown?
Like when they say my name, like when they look at the stats, but they talk about me in Pittsburgh. I was good everywhere I went, but I'm not talking about where it started. I don't know. For once, sometimes I feel like they don't pump me or push me like they push other guys. I'm not pushing myself either because I don't have no social media. I didn't know that was a criteria you had to do for certain things. But it's a question that's been asked me a lot, and I've never really had no platform to talk about it. So when you ask me about it right now, I don't know.
Right.
It's something that we go revisit, talk about, and I say the same thing with you. Like I've watched you be the blocker. In my era when I played, you're the best fullback in the game.
Man, I love you, brother.
It's not even close.
No, love you, and I appreciate it, man. Thanks for jumping on Bleav Network. It's awesome, brother. Love you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep. We're going to take a break. Right back.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so the simple fact with you is like, when did you get nominated? Like,
I got nominated. I'm